But for more on the story, let's welcome in Anchorage, Alaskan Mayor Dave Bronson. Mayor Bronson, welcome to the program. And like I said, you're sort of proactively looking ahead to the challenges your city might be facing in the winter time. Can you explain how you came to this proposal and why you think sending people to warmer climates is a better solution?
Well, Emma, thanks for having us. Appreciate it. One correction: Anchorage is not the capital of Alaska. Juneau is. But you're right. We're looking at some pretty desperate measures here. We have something much of the lower 48 doesn't have. We have winter, and it gets cold here, and we really don't have a functioning shelter system here. We are spending a great deal of money on housing, so we are successful in that. But at the end of the day, we need to move people out. I have a moral imperative to allow anyone that wants to go to a warmer climate or say back to their home. I need to help these people if they want to make that decision, support that decision. Because at the end of the day, the moral imperative is to keep people alive. And quite frankly, someone is better off. It's not as terrible as it sounds, but we've been forced into these decisions. But as terrible as it sounds, they're better off warm and alive on the street in the lower 48 than they are dead on the street here in Anchorage due to exposure. So
Sure.
Desperate times, desperate measures, but I do have that moral imperative.
Yeah. And again, you're not forcing anyone out of the city. Is that right? You're just offering the opportunity should they want to take it.
That's exactly right. We're not forcing anyone to leave the state. We would like no one to leave the state, but when you're homeless and we have no place to help you with, no shelter, we have to resort to these kind of measures. And quite frankly, I have to admit, part of the problem, part of the reason we're in this mess is a decision several years ago by the Ninth Circuit Court. It's called Martin versus Boise, and every mayor in the Ninth Circuit Court is dealing with this problem right now. And we would like the Supreme Court to step in and give clarity to those political executives, mayors across the western part of the United States. Give us a little latitude to get back to governance and reverting to our municipal codes, which allows us to help people better on the street and clean up our streets. We look at what Mayor Breed is facing in San Francisco. It's very serious. The retailers are in wholesale abandoning the city. We don't want to get to that. And at the end of the day, we're going to have to take some strong steps. I'm going to do that. To help these people and to help, quite frankly, the taxpayer that's also paying the price for this here in Anchorage.
Sure. I was going to say, we know plane tickets can be expensive. So where's the funding coming from if people did want to take you up on the offer? And could that funding be used to create a more permanent shelter service in Anchorage?
Well, we've been trying for a couple of years to build a shelter. We've been unable to come to an agreement on that. That's a political challenge for us. But we have spent in this city. We've spent in the last 36 months. We've spent $161 million on homelessness. We've partnered with many great partners: Salvation Army, Providence Healthcare System, Catholic Social Services, and we've built. We've stood up in the last year 410 units, mostly hotel conversions. We've been very successful at that. But at the end of the day, we're down to about 775 unsheltered people in the city. And winter is coming because here winter is always coming. Yeah. And we lost, I have to correct your earlier number, we just were reported last night, we've lost 29 people to exposure on the streets here in Anchorage in the last year. And we're on pace here to possibly double that. And again, that creates the moral imperative for me, which is to save lives. And I do that in part by providing an opportunity to go to a warmer climate or back to a place where they have family and friends that can help take care of them.
Okay, we'll wait and see what happens next with the program. Again, if any folks wanted to take you up on the offer or if they wanted to stay. Anchorage, Alaskan Mayor Dave Bronson, thank you, sir. Appreciate your time.